English podcast. You know that feeling when you're about to leave the house. But the moment you step out the door, it feels like your energy just evaporates. You've got a whole day ahead of you. Meetings, errands, plans, all that good stuff. But somehow, it's like someone just hit the drain button on your battery. You're not sure if it's the outside world sucking the life out of you, or if you've just been wired wrong. But either way, you're stuck in this perpetual state of drained. What is it about leaving the house that makes us feel like we've just been run over by a truck? It's as though the moment you put your shoes on, everything that was once full of possibility turns into a series of energy-draining tasks. And, of course, it's never just a quick trip. Oh no, it's a full-blown energy scavenger hunt, finding bits of enthusiasm here and there, only to realize they're fake enthusiasm, stuck behind the fake smiles of strangers. You ever notice that when you step out the door, your mind is suddenly filled with all kinds of mental traffic jams? You thought you were going for a coffee, but somehow, the next thing you know, you're juggling 10 thoughts about whether or not you left the stove on, why the weather is so indecisive, or what on earth you're supposed to do with your life at this exact moment. Your energy is not only drained, it's also scattered. It's like your mind and body are in two completely different time zones. And here's the twist. It's not even that you're doing anything physically exhausting. You're just existing out there in the world. And the world, as we know, doesn't give two thoughts about how much energy you've got left. It just keeps demanding more, expecting you to handle it all with a smile, while you're barely keeping your eyes open. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those moments when you feel like you've been going out for hours, but in reality, you're just 5 minutes down the street, looking like a zombie with an overstressed mind. Maybe it's the crowds, or maybe it's the constant need to adjust, smile, engage, pretend everything's fine. But in reality, you're just waiting for your couch to welcome you home like a long-lost friend. And here's the thing nobody talks about. When you're running on empty, it's almost like you're supposed to be out there. It's like the world has this subtle, unspoken rule that says, well, if you're going to exist in society, you better do it with style. So you smile, nod, and put on your best "I've got this" face, even if your inner self is doing the equivalent of staring blankly at the wall. But at the end of the day, it's all about boundaries, right? Knowing when to retreat, when to refill your tank. Because here's the truth. That energy you're burning out there is precious. You don't just get it back by pretending you're fine. Sometimes you need a little break, a little quiet, a little space, before you go back out there and face the world like a fully charged human being instead of a phone on 1%. So next time you find yourself stepping out into the world, feeling like a walking battery with 2% left. Just remember, it's not your fault. It's just the world doing what it does best, demanding a little more than we're ready to give. The trick is learning how to protect that energy, so when you go out strong. And when you come back in, you know how to recharge without feeling guilty about it. Because at the end of the day, it's okay to be a little drained. It's the refuel that makes all the difference. Thanks for your time. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time.